The Fire Ferrets come in hot with an anti-light Engelbert strategy designed to counter the dangerous combination of Elena and Locke, but fall flat in the face of a solid Sottile blasting their tank from the backlines, leading the Straw Hats to a convincing 1-0 opening. The Fire Ferrets rally in Game 2, shifting tanking duties onto Slime, who quite quickly proves its worth by absorbing an unfortunate Locke's opening attack with ease, allowing Lucia to frogify the man and rapidly overpower the Straw Hats' light team, taking the match to a Game 3. Both coaches bring their winning roster to the final game, but once again Toad proves too much for the Straw Hats to deal with, as Elena is rendered useless before striking a single blow. Sottile picks up a kill, but can't make up the deficit in DPS. 2-1 Fire Ferrets. Sandrock takes to the stage with a well-crafted physical fire team full of vigorous VC synergies, but Setia, eager to prove herself in her WDL debut, overextends into Llewellyn Burton's Reading Rainbow 2, Reading's Revenge. Sorrow plays catch-up with a double kill, but it's too late and a buffed-up Oberon wins the final duel with ease, putting the crew ahead 1-0. Both teams remain confident in their approach and run back their Game 1 lineups. Setia, eager to prove herself after overextending in Game 1, overextends into a quick rebuttal by Llewellyn. Samdrock seems to have the advantage in the middle of the match, but unfortunate positioning by Sorrow allows an accurate Oberon to come back with a double kill. 2-0 Bebop's crew. The Materia Hunters take on the Sappers by drawing on the overwhelming power of Flagbearer Glacia. With her servants in tow, she takes her time engaging the enemy team. The Sappers, however, have been lying in wait with a trio of bruisers juiced up on Dark Odin and defenses just too thick for Glacia to cut through. 1-0 Sappers. The Sappers hold true to their winning roster from Game 1, but the Hunters aren't having it, showing off the flexibility of their draft by bringing a spear team of their own. The secret ingredient is Summer Elsie, who takes to the flank and splashes cold water all over the Sappers' game plan, bringing the match to a Game 3. Both teams run back their Game 2 rosters, and Devitalizing Glint sets the pace for Game 3, cutting through Victoria's shield and removing her before she has a chance to act. Ramada loses to her modern ice equivalent, and Perrine finishes buffing just in time to join the end of the fight. 2-1 Materia Hunters. The Ghost Bloods make their WDL debut, fielding a team of units, all you are, all released sometime before we landed on the moon. The Foolish Mortals present a straightforward cannon of dark potential that catches the ghosties on the steps and tears them apart with devastating AoE damage. 1-0 Mortals. Both coaches stick with their rosters in Game 2, but the Ghost Bloods set up on the opposite side. Golbez drops a meteor on all three mortals but just can't find the damage and falls to a sorcery strike. The game comes down to a duel between Lasswell and Fina, and even though he dodges one part of the limit break, he just can't find any more evasion. 2-0 Mortals. The Spaghetti Western versus the Rock Boys closes out Hindlar this week. The Westies put forward a roster of inconceivable magical devastation, though clever Earth choices seem to give the elemental advantage to the Rock Boys. Skahal opens by toting Katone and then getting beat to re-raise by a ninja frog of his own making. A combo of non-elemental magic and Gargus's raw strength brings victory to the West. 1-0 Spaghetti. The victorious Wizards are back for round 2, but Ram 9 pivots into his Ice Missile ladies plus Severo, who puts on a bow tie and makes fun of the Black Mage's tiny staves, sending them into a furious drive up the wrong side of the map. The girls begin raining down buffed up damage, leaving only Skahal to try for one last desperate Thundaga. But at the end of the day, Reflex exists for one reason and one reason only, to make sure we get to watch a Game 3. The undeterred Wizards are back for Game 3, but it's another pivot for the Rock Boys, who bring back their first team with Frievia standing in for Katone. Engagement is quick, with Miranda drawing first blood, but the counter-attack is brutal, putting down everyone except Frievia. She proves her worth, however, by tanking up a max damage spell and raising Kilfei, which provides the team with enough power to close the match. 2-1 Rock Boys. Week 1 for Rundal begins with the Shoepuffs taking on the Supremes. The Shoepuffs field a missile comp, and Snow manages to hold the line against a tidal wave of Surf Taco's magical waifus, just long enough for Alaya to sweep the game without getting touched. 1-0 Shoepuffs. Both teams run back their rosters in Game 2. The Supremes execute a masterful fast-engage attack that cuts into the Shu buff cycle, allowing them to break down snow in half the time. The damage race is looking good for Lucia, but at the end of the day, Reflex exists for one reason, and one reason only, to make sure we don't get to watch a Game 3. 2-0, Shu Puffs. The Storm Reborn faces the Gumi Gods with a high DPS combination of wind and lightning threats. Leela fails to connect with her opening attack, however, and the storm is cut down swiftly by the devastating light rebuttal. 1-0, Gumi Gods. The storm pivots in Game 2, trading out the glass cannons for a tank and high-accuracy spank pair in Rain and Marymore. The gods, however, seem to have sensed the changing winds and bring a whole new water slash team of their own. Things start out well for the storm as they press their elemental advantage on the Mont, but Chunak walks right through the enemy team untouched like an overpowered anime villain. Nani? 2-0, Gumi Gods. The demon detectives are on the case of the Corpse Brigade, who attempt to beat the Gumshoes by fielding a rainbow comp of high-damage thugs built to dodge hard questions. The detectives are hard-pressed in the opening fight, losing 2 units, but Leela is a loose cannon who doesn't play by the rules, and one after another, she gets answers. 1-0, Detectives. The brigade swap a couple of units to throw the scent, but these dogged detectives just won't give up, coming back with their Game 1 roster. Maraga bullies the enemy team into the corner while the girls move into position. Joker and Ruinstern break through eventually, but all that awaits them is a swift dose of high agility, high accuracy beatdown. 2-0, Demon Detectives. Bohemian Rhapsody battles the Gnostics with an Earth Magic roster designed to counter a team his opponent left in the locker room. The units set up opposite and engage too fast for most buffs. Queen Macherie proves accurate enough but can't break through the healing and forgot to wear her re-raise before leaving the house. Without their carry, the rest of Rhapsody folds quickly. 1-0 Gnostics. Both coaches run back their Game 1 teams, though why Sandrooster chose to make no changes after getting so thoroughly humiliated is impossible for the announcer to speculate on. Engelbert refuses to move, and Queen Macherie celebrates her first buff by immediately disabling herself. Lucio is kind enough to Asuna the disable for his opponent, and though the Queen gets in a good hit, it's just not enough, and the bears slowly die while the host promotes his channel. 2-0 Gnostics. Pineapple Pizza grosses out the Black Sheep Knights this week by running a tank support DPS water team. The Knights counter with their King Mont Flagbearer Glacia combo, hoping that their broken first pick will carry them from here to the playoffs. Celis, however, holds the enemy team effortlessly, living through a flurry of attacks, becoming berserked, becoming unberserked, becoming disabled, and is still alive to watch regular Glacia decimate the Knights. 1-0 Pizza. Pineapple trades out their tank for Velis in Game 2, and they're up against a whole new mixed rainbow comp from the Knights. Varouche puts on a magic shield for the magic damage, Agrius puts on a physical shield for the physical damage, and a hasted Glacia puts on her no fucks given shield for the entire enemy team. 2-0 Pineapple Pizza.